Now, I'm not really a deer stalker or a real sort of seasoned hunter, more of a target shooter. Nothing against hunting whatsoever. But I got my hands on this Primos tall tripod to have a bit of a play with, test and give a bit of a review of. So I thought I'd give it a shot. Pardon the pun. Hi guys, this is RACKNLOAD, and this is a pretty cool bit of kit to have. I quite enjoyed using it, just shooting steel plates with my rimfire. It really is quite an interesting bit of kit as well. I've seen, like, you know, your usual sort of shooting sticks, but this thing is a tripod. You know, it's got the 3 legs. I won't try and demonstrate it in this sort of tabletop review because there's some footage at the start of the video that you've already just seen. But I'll give you some close-ups of it. Real sort of light bit of kit. I mean, first off, fairly short when it is sort of telescoped back in, if that's what you want to call it, or undeployed. But real nice bit of kit. Definitely worth having. Not cheap, I must admit, for a shooting stick, in my opinion. I've done a little bit of research, and you know, but like I said, good bit of kit to have. It's definitely well made, this thing is. I'll show you the packaging first. Let's sort of jump in with the packaging and sort of talk about what this thing's got. So the specs, I mean, yeah, you can pretty much bend this thing however you want. You know, these legs will go sort of on full extent and fold right down, so you can pretty much sit on the ground and still shoot off these sticks. You can kneel down, shoot off them, or you can sort of deploy them and extend them fully and shoot standing up as well. It's got a trigger lock as well, like it says on here. Obviously you press your trigger to deploy the legs, but you can lock that out. Excuse me, I'm losing my voice. You can lock that trigger lock out, and that's ambidextrous as well. So once you're set up, there's no sort of risk of catching that trigger and losing your shooting position. The actual V where the gun will sit is really nice and soft and quite grippy, so it'll pretty much fit any sort of size gun in there. I mean, I've shot rimfires off this thing, centerfires, air rifles like this TX that you can see down below. And the beauty of this thing as well is not just for hunters but for you photographers as well. You can actually take this off, which reveals the, well, I'll just demonstrate. Take this off and it reveals your universal thread there that'll mount any sort of optic, camera, laser rangefinder, spotting scope, you name it. It'll all fit on there. So it's quite versatile, this thing is. And not only that, it would sort of double as a bit of a walking stick if you're sort of walking uphill as well. You got your rifle over your shoulder and you just need a bit of assistance with your walking. It will help, you know. It will help with that, without doubt. I'm just trying to get this on camera. There we go. You do that up there with the what they call the yoke. Let's just do that up tight. Obviously that spins freely. You can spin that round all day long and nothing's going to undo. To take that off, you've got to undo this green bit. Comes with a nice lanyard as well, adjustable lanyard, and this whole thing sort of spins round freely as well. So once you've set your legs out, not your legs, the tripod legs out, how you want, you can basically just sort of pan around, whether it's with your spotting scope or your rifle, and you can sort of just look round in pretty much all directions. But it does seem real well made, this thing does. Like I said, I've not really used shooting sticks before, but this thing really is quite impressive. I quite enjoyed using it. It was a sort of different concept on my target shooting. You know, you're either sort of standing up, or, you know, trying to steady the rifle yourself, or you're shooting off a bench, or you're lying down prone. This just gave it a bit of a different element, you know, standing up with something to lean on, and it was quite good fun. Quite good fun. It's in camouflage as well, which is cool. That's pretty cool. And it's like a nice grippy rubber grip on there. And it does seem real tough, you know. I think you'd struggle to break bits off this. And the trigger's done, it is polymer, but it looks like it's carbon fibre the way they've done that. But it's a cool bit of kit to have, definitely. This is the trigger stick generation 2 by Primos, or Primos. Sponsored by Jim Shockey, whoever you are, Jim Shockey. I take it you're a real badass hunter, no doubt. But That guy seems to know what he's doing, so seems to know what he's talking about. So if he uses it, then I guess we ought to be using them. But no, real nice bit of kit. I've enjoyed using it. Just mention as well, these legs as well, once you fold everything back in, you've got like this rubber strap here that you can sort of just tie them up and lock them down, stop them sort of trailing everywhere. You can see I've used this, I have managed to clean some of the crap off it. But these sort of hard rubber feet as well will dig in to pretty much whatever surface you're shooting off, whatever the ground's like, wherever you are. I mean, I actually used this on block paving and it was gripping in hard, even on a fairly slippery surface like block paving. So when you're sort of out in a field, in the woods, you know, or wherever, on sort of dirt, mud, it'll dig in and it'll lock down hard. But yeah, an interesting bit of kit. I don't usually sort of review this sort of stuff, but it's been fun using it. So I thought, why not? Let's do a little vid on this thing. And from a target shooter, that's more my sort of cup of tea. Although I do a little bit of hunting. I found it good fun to use on the target range. Now these are available in like just 2 sticks as opposed to the tripod, and I believe you can get the single ones as well, but this is quite an interesting one with it being a tripod, and it makes it very versatile for hunters, target shooters, mainly hunters to be honest, and photographers alike. So an interesting bit of kit, definitely worth having a look at. It'll pretty much assist your hunting trips without doubt. That's it guys, that's the Primos trigger stick generation 2. Thanks for watching.